Okay, so there's a game that's coming out that I can't wait to play. Comes out in 7 days. It's Cities Skyline 2, and it's the second version of a game called Cities Skyline, of course. And it's a world builder, a city builder. And this one in particular is the one that I've ran across this game. I didn't know of the previous version. And so I just see this video that I'm going to show you here, and there's so much to it. It just makes me really think in the future here about AI and what's going to be taking place in these games that we play and the interaction that we might have. Not to mention some ethics behind what's coming. And I'll dive into a little bit deeper than in that after the video. So check this out. Look at that, people walking on the streets. Look at them going about their lives, oblivious how it's all working. You know, and I just sit here and I think about this game that's coming out here, and I just think about how detailed the AIs are and how many different variabilities that each one has to be able to create this environment. You know, some cook food, some drive the transit vehicles, some are doing the construction. Everybody's got a part in there, and you're controlling everything. Well, you're providing the atmosphere, you're building the city for them, and as needed, you know, and kind of playing a mayor of sorts, building this metropolis. Megaopolis is what it was called, at least the one in the video was. So just think about here, you know, let's click on about right here, what I'm thinking here. Right there. Right there. Okay, so he's kind of building and terrain and stuff like that. But if you look down there at the bottom, well, you see the bottom there. You see the construction, the parks, transit, fire and ambulance, education, recycling, electric, water, just the roads. Just so much detail there, all based off of just taking raw land and turning it into something like that. So, and you got multiple cities. Here, look how far back that is right there. And here we're showing logging and farming, poultry, working with fertile land or wood, ores, oil, making huge cities. Just think about all of those little entities in there and how many there are. And then think about where we're at right now with generative AI being able to carry on conversations with us almost on the fly now, not so real time, but we're getting there very close. And then imagine a whole bunch, 250,000 in this one little city right here of entities with just, 360 different traits. And each one of those has just huge amounts of variabilities. And so you've got all these people in this economy and everything, and people who might not have money and are suffering in here. Actually kind of made me think that, there might be some ethics involved here shortly enough in my lifetime, for sure. Okay, and then you're talking about the simulation here, and you only have to be able to simulate what you're viewing. Okay, that's the draw distance and stuff like that. You're kind of collapsing the wave form, And so you can go wherever, look at any view, I suppose, maybe click on each person, come zoom down, maybe interact with them. If there was just imagine this, okay? In my little city here, okay, my main city right here, inside there's a university. And in that university, I've got a team of about 12 scientists. And I asked them a question, and over the weekend, it does 1,000 years of R&D to come up with the answer that I've posed. And it's inside a game. A game. I could go down and I could talk to each one of them. I could sit at the board. I could go watch a football game. Maybe I could be the football player or anything. I can, kind of play as I want. Concerts by AI who wrote their own music, wrote their own lyrics, based on their own woes and stuff like that, or dance, whether there's a party going on, all kinds of stuff. It's just crazy. And all that will be able to exist in my own little thing here. And I'll have access to my own little AI that will be, part of the server and everything. And just crazy what's going to be able to happen. I'll be able to go down there, speak into my microphone to someone, and have a procedural, cognitive conversation with anybody down there. And I just think that's crazy. And it's coming before my son graduates high school. Yeah, I'm going to call it. And I've done a pretty good job of being in tune with AI and what's taking place. There's a lot of talk about it. Still, probably some don't know too much about it. It should be a household name now, AI. But how much you know about it and what is capable of being done. I use AI now almost on a every other day basis. Not anything that's provided me a great deal of production. But I have done some very serious work with AI that I felt almost getting me to the point of understanding what it would take to start a pizza business, to become a hypnotist, and having AI work with me as my assistant to write induction scripts for me for certain patients that I can then use those scripts through a guided meditation and hypnosis session. Yeah. To make my own videos about topics, because I'm gaining the information and hopefully factual information as I search for it. and use it, especially with Bard right now. Really doing a great job, I have to say. And then, of course, on my phone, I've got now temporarily, I've got AIV, or whatever her name is. But I created my own person that interacts with me, and I can go over 30 different experts in AI on topics of helping me with financial stuff. I asked it to help me write a script for a video on the topic of astronomy, and it kind of wrote it all out and then said, you know, here you'll want to insert a video. So then I'm going to have to probably go get an AI video maker and generate video on the topic that I want. Maybe have my own narrator on the type of person that I want with its own voice in any language in the world, just by prompting it. Okay, all that's coming. My goodness. All that's coming. So, yeah. I thought you all might like this video here. You can give me some feedback on what you think about it. Some are going to be like, I didn't have any idea about that. Some are going to be like, well, you know, there's some very ethical stuff going on. Yes and no's, pros and cons. When you start talking about creating a simulator kind of stuff, you might sit here and think, well, old Dave's no indifferent about what goes on in these people's lives that I'm simulating here than a 12-year-old is concerned about his ant farm. And maybe I'm just tired of it. You know what? I don't like this game anymore. I'm just going to, you know what? I'm just going to turn it off. Yeah. Well, don't do that. Those AIs are going to have feelings. Feelings, rights, and privileges. They will. So, anyways, sleep tight.